First off, I just wanted to say a huge thanks to the Sports Girl for allowing me to come onto the channel and talk a little about the 2018 NHL Draft that is coming up in a couple of days. I'm going to be talking to you guys and giving you guys my thoughts on who I think is going to be in the top 5, so let's get right into it. Here's a look at how the top 5 order is going to go. The Buffalo Sabres are going to select first, the Carolina Hurricanes are going to select second, Montreal third, Ottawa fourth, and the Arizona Coyotes have the 5th pick. Going first to the Buffalo Sabres, I have Rasmus Dahlin playing for Frölunda of the Swedish Elite League. He put up 20 points in 41 games over there in this previous season, and putting up them numbers as a defenseman as young as he is in that league, which is a very competitive league, those are some very impressive numbers, and I'm sure if you ask anyone who is going to go first in the 2018 draft, they're going to say Dahlin. I mean, he's a generational talent. He's going to come in and fix whatever problems you have on the blue line almost immediately. He's going to be an immediate impact player. He's such a good skater, he has an amazing shot, and he can also throw the hit for not being too big as well. So he's just a very good, well-rounded player, and I'm sure, like I said, if you ask anyone, they're going to say Rasmus Dahlin is going number 1 overall to the Buffalo Sabres, which is just going to add to the already impressive young talent pool that they have over there with Eichel, Middlestat, Nylander, Ristolainen, Sam Reinhart scored 20 goals last year. So the future really is looking bright in Buffalo, and I'm pretty sure Rasmus Dahlin is going to come in next year and make an immediate change for their franchise. Going second overall to the Carolina Hurricanes, I have Andrei Svechnikov, currently played for the Barrie Colts, 44 games, 40 goals, 32 assists for 72 points, so obviously he is a fantastic offensive player, and I'm pretty sure it's obvious that Dahlin and Svechnikov are going 1 and 2, but after that is kind of where it gets a little more tricky, but I'm almost positive we will see Svechnikov and Rasmus Dahlin go number 1 and 2, and Carolina is going to be getting a very fantastic player in Svechnikov, and they're very lucky to have jumped into the top 3 in a draft that is loaded with talent, and adding him to a team where you already have young players like Martin Necas, Jeff Skinner, Teuvo Teravainen, Elias Lindholm, and then obviously just a plethora of fantastic young defensemen. We really might see Andrei Svechnikov make that lineup next season and see the Carolina Hurricanes finally get back into the playoffs, which is the ultimate end goal for that team, and they've done a very good job putting together a young roster that really is built for right now and for the future. Going third overall to the Montreal Canadiens, I have Jesperi Kotkaniemi, and this is kind of one people are probably not going to agree with, but I've seen reports saying that Montreal are dead set on drafting a center, and in my opinion, he is the best center in the draft. He was playing wing in the Liga for Asat, but he's a natural center, and they know that, but they played him on the wing just because he's a young player, and they didn't want to put too much pressure on him. He put up 29 points in 57 games in the Liga this past season, and his draft stock risen tremendously over the past couple of weeks. In mock drafts a couple of weeks ago, I seen him going anywhere from 10 to 15th. Now I can see him going anywhere from 3 to 6. I definitely don't think he's going to be available after the 6th pick, as his stock, like I said, has really risen, and a lot of teams are in desperate need of a center, especially the Montreal Canadiens, so I really wouldn't be surprised to see Kotkaniemi get drafted by them 3rd overall. They're likely going to try to trade down a couple spots, but maybe if they can't find a partner to make that trade, I really do think they're just going to straight up draft him with the 3rd overall pick. Going 4th overall to the Ottawa Senators, I have Filip Zadina, and I think the Senators would be very happy if Filip Zadina slipped to the 4th spot for them to be able to pick him up, as I think he's a guy that is NHL ready. He's a good size at 6 feet, 196 pounds, and he uses that size well. This is a guy I actually had the privilege to watch live a lot of times this year as he played for the Halifax Mooseheads. He put up 82 points in 57 games there, and he really was the best player on that team coming over from the Czech Republic. He played very well in the World Juniors with Martin Necas, and some people were saying maybe Carolina drafts him because of the chemistry between the two, but Carolina has really already came out and said that they want Andrei Svechnikov, and with Montreal going after a center, I really do think it's likely that Filip Zadina could drop to the 4th spot, and the Ottawa Senators would be very happy about that, and they would be getting a fantastic player that, in my opinion, could come onto the team immediately and put up 15 to 20 goals in his rookie season next year, and obviously help the team fill the seats a little bit and be a popular player, and just a great guy all around for the organization of the Ottawa Senators. And now lastly, going 5th overall to the Arizona Coyotes, I have them drafting Brady Tkachuk, And like Ottawa, I'm pretty sure the Coyotes would be very happy if Brady Tkachuk slipped to the 5th overall spot for them to pick him up, as he's a guy who could probably slip into your top 6 immediately and help out your team a lot. And the Coyotes are a team right now that are kind of, in my opinion, on the verge of making the playoffs. And if you add a guy like Brady Tkachuk, who's already NHL ready at 6'3", 200 pounds, played for Boston University, and in my opinion, college players are a little bit more ahead of the game when it comes to being ready to make an immediate impact in the NHL than players coming out of junior. Tkachuk put up 31 points in 40 games for Boston University, put up great stats in the NCAA, which is a pretty tough league to play in. So like I said, I think the Coyotes would be very happy if they were able to draft Brady Tkachuk, and then obviously getting Alex Galchenyuk and all the young pieces that team already has. And then they just signed Ekman Larsson to that long deal. They have Jacob Chychrun. Antti Ranta played fantastic this previous season, and if Ranta can play like that again, and Tkachuk slips into the lineup immediately and Galchenyuk plays well, I think it's not far-fetched to say that the Arizona Coyotes might make the playoffs next season. So that is about going to wrap it up for my top 5. Another huge thanks to the Sports Girl for allowing me to come on, talk a little bit about the NHL draft. I'm very excited for it. Detroit has the 6th overall pick, and they're my favorite team, so I'm very excited to see what happens with them. I'm sure, as for her, the Leafs not really having a high pick, as they're kind of in a better position, and they're a playoff team, so I'm sure she's not as excited as I am for the draft. But yeah, like I said, huge thanks to her. Make sure you guys check out my channel, OhNyquist. I post hockey content daily, and make sure you subscribe to the Sports Girl, very hilarious channel, and covers the Blue Jays, the Raptors, the Maple Leafs, all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.